It's Thursday, September 29th. I'm GHK Lall on Kaieteur Radio 99.1 and 99.5 FM. Welcome to the National Outlook. In this, the second to last or penultimate day in September. Exxon iffy about bidding for new oil blocks, waiting on economic terms to decide on participation. Well, that comes across as a little bit of a surprise to me. Iffy. There's a lot of... That's a loaded word. And I think that I'm asking myself several questions. What does Exxon know about those oil blocks? What does its studies say? What is it mapped that we don't know? Where it's gone that we don't know? And because it has that knowledge, it may not be the most attractive of prospects. So it's kind of sitting on the fences. What is it feared? If it participates in the auction, that more attention, more unwanted attention will be on the company in the form of, well, they got so much from the Stabroek block, they get so much from the 2016 giveaway oil contract, and they still want more. I think Exxon is balancing its interests here. Sure, they want to make more money, but also they don't want to be in the center of the spotlight, where Guyanese are constantly paying attention to every move that the company makes. So it's playing this waiting game, at least as of now. I think Exxon will participate one way or another, directly or indirectly. It's waiting on economic terms to decide on participation, according to the company spokespeople. What does that mean, economic terms? It has to be dirt cheap, as it's been enjoying now with our light sweet crude oil. If it's competitive and we are talking about different, it has to be different from what we're getting now. It's got to be higher when in the end result, in potential monies that we're going to get here. So we're going to have to drive a hard bargain. So Exxon must be saying, look, we don't want to have anything to do with that. We are not interested in that, and they're kind of signaling from now. My take, I think Exxon wants to avoid the spotlight and the heat that comes from the spotlight for the time being. It just wants to lie low and say, you know what? We need to bite the bullet here, suck it up, and just let other people come into the mix, let other bidders come into the mix, and we'll let this one go by. This one is on the house. So it doesn't like how Guyanese are focusing strictly on it. Now and then we focus on Hess, when John Hess opens his mouth and boasts. Nobody talks about the Chinese, but we certainly do talk about Exxon, because we were talking about all three. And so Exxon, I think, has grown very, very skeptical of this. It doesn't like this. It prefers that, like the government, that everything is fine, and Exxon is our best friend when it's our worst enemy. Look, I am a shareholder of Exxon, so you guys need to know that. And some of the people I do business with in the United States, and they do business on my behalf, they buy Exxon shares. So that's where I stand. But I don't like what Exxon is doing to Guyana and my fellow Guyanese. That's the bottom line for me. Do I want to see it participate in the oil bidding for the new oil blocks? I say no. I don't want to see them anywhere around here, and I don't really want to see them anywhere around here, as forlorn as that wish is, given the numbers we are getting for royalty and where ring fencing and all these other things are concerned. So think about that for a minute. Until the next program, I'm GHK Lall on Kaieteur Radio 99.1 and 99.5 FM. You were listening to the National Outlook.